Hello, hello, hello. Good evening and welcome to the Queendom. And I am LadyRo. I am so glad you guys have come over to join me, y'all. I am not at home. I am on location, so things a little different. So give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Even though I'm on my own equipment, I don't know what I'm doing. Hello, living for me. Hello, Michelle. Thanks for joining the live. We're gonna have a special guest, a couple of special guests today. So I guess they'll be coming in shortly. Good evening, good evening, good evening. That's me, AD. And live. I think I said good evening to Living Me 75. It is so good to see you guys. I have had one wild roller coaster of a day, but God is amazing when I tell you hello, Micah Varel, Villarreal. Y'all, y'all know I can mess up a last name. But thanks for joining the live, Micah. Please like and share and subscribe to the channel. I am on the road to getting my first 1,000, so I would love it if you guys would like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about good old love and marriage. Huntsville. Hello, Susie. How are you doing? Hello, 48VS. Thanks for joining the live. Good evening, Queen Script. Thank you for coming in. Please like the live. Pretty Riri Speaks. Thanks for coming in. Good evening, everyone. Baby, when I tell you, um, my little grandson went to the ER last night. They diagnosed him with RSV and said they were going to admit him. But thanks be to God this morning at the crack of dawn, they said, we're going to send him home. So he's home getting breathing treatments, but he is doing fairly well. I am with him at his mom's house, and we been chilling all day, doing a little cleaning, doing a little talking, a whole lot of laughing and loving on him. So I am grateful just to be here today. We're gonna move on in. Let me see. I think. Give me 1 second, you guys. Just want to make sure that someone that our person got this. Um, Child, I just saw Lunel over there loving on our guy. Oh, she got it. Okay, good, 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 good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's get started. Good evening, Symmetry. Thanks for joining. Um, Michelle said I got to figure out how to use vertical and whatever the other one is. I don't want to miss all of the chat. Well, you know what? It's the same chat. One just go to vertical, when the other one goes to landscape. So it's the exact same thing. I actually love it because a lot of people just use vertical. So those people will actually scroll in and be a part, and I'll get those numbers as well as the landscape numbers. So I really like both of them. Uh, I'm sure happy your grandson is feeling better. Me too, because I was just, oh my God, all kinds of things went through my head when I heard the news, but he is doing wonderful. He's doing wonderful. And we just been sitting up chilling, literally chilling. He done laid in my lap a couple of times. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to get on into let's get on into the episode, the episode. I'm going to use, hold on, let me remove that. Fair use disclaimer. Some material in this video is used under U.S. copyright. Fair use, Section 107, for purposes such as commentary, criticism, news reporting, and education. We're going to be using some videos from, we're going to be using some videos from Bravo, but that's why I'm invoking the fair use. A lot of what we're going to do today is a lot of commentary, a whole lot of criticism. And one thing I love about life, you can always be educated. So we're going to do all of that together, and we're going to move forward. All right. I made some notes, and let's get started. The last night's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 10, episode number 16, was called Respect Your Yellders. This was the season mid-year finale. Now, I thought we had a mid-year finale in was it November or before November? I thought we had a finale then. I'm not sure what's going on. We back at another finale, and we're gonna go on a break until I think March. So yeah, I don't know what they doing down there to the own, but I guess we just have to roll with the punches. And that's what we're gonna do. So let's get started. Let's get on into the get. The scene opens up, and we are at Tisha and Marcel's house, and they are trying to come up with a creative ways to announce their '80s party that they're going to be throwing. And I thought their '80s party was amazing. I love an '80s party. My niece did an '80s party last year for her birthday. Yeah, last year for her birthday. And when I say it was so much fun, she did what she wanted to call. She called it a house party. Y'all, we had when I say we had fun, the DJ and I was like, let's just rent a venue. And she goes, no, I want it in the house. I wanted to feel like a house party, and it felt like a house party because we was crowded in that thing, just like the movie House Party. It was a good time, a good time. So Marceau said they're going to use pretty much the theme of school days, and Tisha and Marceau said they just want to celebrate life with their friends, and so Marceau was like, "Who are we going to invite? We're inviting everyone." And Tisha was like, I don't know. So they set out to plan the invitation list. And Tisha said she wasn't sure about inviting Destiny. And he asked her, why. And she said, the fact that she didn't feel like Destiny was loyal. And she's kind of got that Destiny may have been flopping, playing both sides. And I kind of can understand Tisha's point, but Tisha, you come on to the front. Let me hold your hand while I say this. Come on. You have to stop being so petty. You gotta stop being so petty, girl, because none of that really matters. Destiny is your friend, and it's okay for Destiny to be your friend and Nell's friend. She doesn't have to make a choice in whose friend she wants to be. That's life. In life, we don't have to make choices. We just be friends with anybody we want to be friends with. At least that's what I think. What you said. I enjoyed the '80s party. I enjoyed the '80s theme party. I like a good theme party. Period. For my birthday, one year I threw it was called the 20s thing, the 1920s, which would have been like the Harlem Night era, Renaissance era. And when I tell you, it was one of my favorite parties of all time. Hey, Shayna, thanks for joining the live. Thank you. Let's get on back into the commentary. So, they went around. I wanted to actually show what they actually, some of them when they was trying to come up with the rhymes because I thought it was hilarious. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull it up.
My body truly grew weary of.
Let's see if I can pull it up real quick, y'all. I got a lot of, again, like I told you, I'm not at home. So when you're not at home, you kind of do things a little bit differently. I want us to listen to them try to make up a rap. Baby, I thought that was hilarious. They rap was funny. All views expressed in this live are, in my opinion, and they're all for entertainment purposes. Okay, don't take what I'm saying and be over there and get upset about it. All of this is all for entertainment purposes. Let me share my screen. Fair use notice is clicking at the bottom of the screen. There it goes. Here we go, y'all.
Destiny's here, and she's actually 42. No? Okay.
I thought this scene was super cute because you have a husband and wife who are just having fun. They're just having fun, being creative, trying to come up with lyrics so they can create a rap for an invitation. I thought it was a lighthearted and a lot of fun. Queen Script said that was too cute. I agree. I love that part of the episode. I thought that was a whole lot of fun.
Okay. That's fair. I can see how that could be a problem.
That's gonna be shady.
We got Wanda pulling up, Miss Mama Mac, and contrary to popular opinion, she did not smoke crack.
Was fun. When I say Marceau is hilarious, his even though he has a dry humor, he is so funny. He is Funny. You said I did not care for Tisha saying that about Destiny. I think that opens her up for criticism from fans about her being immature, and she hasn't and she isn't immature. I totally agree with that. I do not think Letitia is immature. What I really believe is Letitia, I don't remember what her sign is, but um I will tell you this. I really feel like Letitia acts out her sign. I really feel as though she loves hard, but she wears her heart on her sleeve. And when someone upsets her or triggers that heart, it falls off her sleeve. And then she reacts on it. And I don't know. She has a petty side to her that I can kind of appreciate because I do get that. Pretty Riri's laughing. Yes, she said Marcel is such a jokester. I want y'all to see the part where they actually go to the houses and start their rap. Let me see. Here we go, y'all. Here's the crazy part. They done rented a 1980s limo. Y'all know they don't. These limos ain't even in existence hardly anymore. I don't even know where they found it. Said probably somebody's old funeral home. But it's a triple decker, and y'all, it's hilarious. Oh, she's a Libra. Yeah, so that's her sign. That's definitely her sign that's acting up when she starts all that. I also think Tisha was influenced by Marcel's comment about a friend to everyone not being a friend to anyone. And you're probably right. We know that she really loves her husband and she takes everything he says into consideration. So you're probably right. That's me. AD said, that's right. Right. That's an old limo. That's an old limo. So when they went back to the 80s, they even got an 80s limo. Y'all, let's listen to this because I think this is hilarious. They are pulling up at Credit One and getting ready to rap for Kimmy and Maurice. Y'all, I love this. And please don't get upset. I'm gonna be stopping intermittently because fair use disclaimer. I have to give some criticism and some commentary, but every few minutes. Okay. So please don't get upset. You said, yes, loyal, emotional Libras, baby. And she is every syllable of those words. Every syllable Letitia exhibits. Good point about the limo. I didn't pick that up. Oh, yeah. That was when I saw that limo, I was like, where they get this old limo at? Then I looked at it again. I was like, 80s limo. They did great. I love that. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, let's get on back over here.
Y'all look so cute. Well, my name is Tisha. You can call me T. And I want you to party with me.
We got DJ Marceau, so ones and twos. We are here and ready to go.
Y'all, that was cute because they really came up with some decent lyrics. So yeah. Come on, let's move. But they're going over to Ken and Latricia. I always get that name kind of tongue tied. They're going over to Latricia's.
So grab your 80 gear. We are about to cut up.
Got Ken and Trish and they doing the butt.
I love it. Oh my God, great idea. Now we've seen the housewives do the do the singing telegrams or invitations or so on and so forth. So it was really fun to see that be moved over to the own franchise, and they utilized it well. They did very good with it. You said Marcel is crazy, girl, as a fool. He is hilarious. Come on, y'all. Let's watch a little bit more of this.
Got Kimmy here, and she's bringing the baby.
Kimmy's like, she was dancing. She was like, wait a minute, where a baby coming from? Where's the baby coming from? Y'all, last night was a little comical, but I enjoyed the episode.
We got Destiny here, and she's gonna be fly.
And guess who she's bringing?
Hallelujah.
But don't be afraid. We got Lance coming too, and I guarantee you he's going to outdo.
So pull up. We're about to have some fun.
But while you get here, please don't run.
Y'all, that rap was funny and it was perfect for the moment. Perfect, 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 perfect. They did a great job with putting those lyrics together. I'm sure they had a little help, but it was funny. It was funny. Michelle said, "Decent lyrics, girl. That was bubblegum. That was bubblegum rap. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I got you. I was like, what? I got you now. Good evening, number one Buttercup. Thanks for joining. Good to see you over here in the Lady Rose room. Good to see you. It was hilarious, girl. When I tell you, I watched that about 3 times, laughing at that rap because it was hilarious to me. Let me see. I hope that's the end of it, y'all. Let me see.
Out. What up? I like that, man.
Wait a minute. Is it more?
I got the lasers in the background.
So I really feel like that the Scots 1.0 actually went all out for this 80s party. It was a really, really good party, and I can appreciate it. I hope everybody else did because I appreciated the party. I enjoyed it. I heard only watched one review last night and they said, oh, it was boring. It wasn't boring to me. I enjoyed it. I've actually been enjoying this season so far, and I hope everybody else is. I'm going to my notes, you guys. Sorry. Trisha asked Marcel and Letitia when they were there dancing, because I only wanted to hear the rap. I didn't want to hear all the other talking and fluff. She asked if everybody was coming, if everybody had been invited. And she asked, I guess, about Nell in particular. And Marcel said, yes, everyone was coming, that they had invited Nell. They had already invited Nell. But let's go back to where they were at the house and they were talking and they were planning the invitation. Letitia said that she had heard a lot about Nell's husband. She didn't say Nell's husband. She said, I've heard a lot about your husband. And she said, leave me alone before I start talking too. And Marcel said, don't do that. Don't do that. I love the fact that Marcel's normally the voice of reason. Our special guest just entered the back chat, baby, and we are glad to have both of our ladies joining us. We have Melissa from Connecticut joining us. And guess what? We have the showing up Miss Wanda, the blogger, who actually showed up on the show last night. And if you don't mind, give her a little round of applause. We are excited to have her here. Oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. I am happy. Thank you for coming in, Miss Wanda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're just sitting over here talking. We just got through listening to Marcel and Letitia rapping. So that's where we're at pretty much the beginning, where they were at Credit Wanted over at Ken and Latricia's house. Rapping. Child, when I tell you I got my good laugh on last night, listening to them over there rapping with them, just being able to put those lyrics together, talking about everybody and everything just kind of flowed together. I thought it was hilarious. Let me go up and see what everybody talk about. I see y'all two are still muted, so we're gonna look at some of the comments and then we'll jump on down.
No, I was waiting for you to finish, babe. I'm sorry. I thought you was, I was waiting for you to finish, but I enjoyed the rap. I enjoyed the whole party personally.
Girl, I did too. I love a good 80s theme party anyway. But you know what? Let me go back to this. Did you notice in the video how detail oriented they were, because they even had a 1980s limo? Did you notice that?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice that they had the 80s limo. Oh my goodness.
I'm just to go back and see if I can find it, because baby, when I tell you I giggled so hard last night, I was like, what? When I rewatched it, I was like, why they got that old car, that old limo? And then I was like, oh, it's a 1980s limo. They did not leave no details out. I loved it. I absolutely loved watching that episode last night. It was hilarious. Let's go through and read a little bit of these things, and then we're gonna move on over and let's see what y'all got to say about it, because I got a couple of questions I want to ask, and I think it's some stuff we need to talk about. But number one, Buttercup says, I've been enjoying the season too, and the episode was really good. It was a great episode. So all the people who got something negative to say, girl, bump them. Boo 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 boo. Forget y'all. And then Michelle said it's
tomatoes.
Tomatoes, 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 tomatoes. I've definitely been enjoying the season. I'm having a hard time listening to other reviews. They are too negative. Michelle, I feel the same way too. I feel the same way. Baby, I haven't been listening to nobody reviews but my own. And maybe a couple of other people, but pretty much just myself. Pretty Riri Speak says, welcome, Melissa from Connecticut.
Hey, Melissa is in the building, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. You know what I feel is sad because we already know who it is. It's the leftover slow meters who swore they was leaving with their leader who left last November. But for some reason, well, a couple of Novembers ago. But for some reason, they having a hard time leaving. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
They can't exit the stage left. I don't know where is the bong man from the Apollo? Can we escort them off the stage?
We really do need to, and they really just need to keep on moving. The girls off the show. They claim they wasn't gonna watch no more, but they still steady trying to infiltrate every comment section and just continue to spew their hatred that lady of the warp of the darkness that she opened with her dark ass self. Excuse me, I digress.
Miss Wanda, we lost Miss Wanda. I mean, you might have to go and find her. Living for Me said, yes, good evening, and Butterfly and Miss Wanda. This is Melissa from Connecticut. I don't know who Butterfly is because this is Melissa from Connecticut.
Melissa's in the building, baby.
This is our alter ego, Melissa. Michelle said, yay. Pretty Riri Speak said, hey, showing up, Miss Wanda. We love Miss Wanda over here. That's me, AD said, hey, Miss Wanda and Butterfly. Symmetry said, good evening, Melissa from Connecticut. And I know that
hey, Symmetry and my beautiful Alicia. Salutations.
Hey, content creator, showing up, Miss Wanda. Amen. Last night, when I tell you they actually showcased the fact that Miss Wanda has a YouTube channel and that she is a blogger. They even showed her in her car as she's driving down the road doing what she normally does on Instagram, which is go live in her car and be talking. Everybody knows that is signature Miss Wanda, and I really enjoyed them showing that. Queen Script said, hello, Butterfly, aka Melissa from Connecticut. Baby, we are happy to have you guys here. Number one Buttercup said, hey, Butterfly, Melissa showed up Miss Wanda. Queen Script, you bought that out. Real old school. What you mean? What I bring it, girl? Because I'm country anyway. Like the live. Please like the live, you guys. Please, please, please. Whoop-de-doo, I'm loving the show. Me too. I am absolutely enjoying this season, even though we're now on a break until March. I'm still enjoying it. Queen Script said each episode gets better and better, and I totally agree. Susie said, I love all you ladies, but Miss Wanda is my girl, and I'm enjoying the season. But just cause one person left, why should the show not move forward? It is sad. Let me tell you something. I've always heard since I was a little bitty girl, one monkey don't stop no show. And we're going to have to show them that the show must go on. When I tell you these episodes, they've been giving us some good heart reality TV, some really, really good heart reality TV. And I'm loving it. Hey, Miss Wanda, can you hear us? Looks like you're muted. Ms. Wanda, when you enter the chat, you're going to have to
I think I just got
there
back
you go.
in.
There you go.
Hey, I just got back in.
I appreciate you coming in. Y'all, she's back. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Hey.
Thank you for doing this.
Did y'all enjoy the episode last night?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
showing off the blogger.
Miss Wanda, they taught you in your element, baby. When they showed you in the car and you was talking to the camera, I was like, that is Miss Wanda. That's what we do. We watch you on Instagram and YouTube in that car.
I know, right?
Loved it. You hear me? Loved it.
Well,
Loved it.
I'm so happy to I said, they know damn well they got me acting a damn fool. I'm not acting, y'all. Y'all know I'm not acting. That's just who I am.
That's
to be
who you
real.
are.
That's
Yeah.
just who I am. So y'all know I'm always riding around in my car talking shit. So Yeah, that's who I was.
You know what, Miss Wanda? We have a
And
question for you in the chat. Miss Queen Script says, I have a question for Miss Wanda. Will she continue to host red? I'm sure she said have red carpets, but I'm sure she means host red carpets as well. Will you still continue to do that if you're asked in the future?
oh, sure, sure.
Okay.
I had to get a swing of it, but yeah, they didn't
You
show it
do.
all, baby. I'm like,
I'm
okay,
sure.
they took some out, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
They showed
Yeah.
enough.
You know what? I know. I
Yeah,
was like, they didn't show Nell and Chris at the red carpet. So I was like, that was weird. Why didn't they show them? Yeah. So
I didn't want to
definitely.
interview with them.
Oh, Miss Wanda. But I'm gonna tell you
y'all
something. You
know,
do.
y'all know we was
Miss
beefing
Wanda
at the
said, I don't want
time.
to interview with them because I'm gonna get that lady together in a minute, y'all. Leave her for a scene. I know that's right, Wanda J. Blige.
Miss Wanda. Now they wrong for showing you with your skirt flipped up.
I had some shorts up under it, so it was okay. I wore some
Oh,
shorts.
good.
Okay, you did
I
it
said,
full
well,
blown 80s style. Had the biker shorts under.
yeah, yep, yep. It was a bodysuit with the shorts up under it. So, yeah, it
Everybody,
was nice. It was
everybody should
okay.
look good.
I feel.
Everybody. Mhm.
Yeah. But I wasn't really prepared for the eight. I just had to throw my hair together myself. You know how they just put socks in your hair and
Uh-huh.
put it through there? Yeah, I had
Uh-huh.
to throw them. I did that at the last minute. I said, well, I guess I'm gonna throw something in here and make it look like something. So I cut the end of it, and then I get out.
Hey,
So
baby.
I said, I'm gonna have to tool up this socks. And I said, they're gonna be talking about my damn hair, but it's okay. I did it myself.
Miss Wanda, your hair look good. Because you know what? If you think back to the 80s, that was when the French roll was at its height.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And the very fact that you had, I thought you couldn't have told me that you did that. I would have thought someone else did your hair on the 80s theme. It looked good. It looked good.
And then put me a little thing in there.
You look good now. But your makeup, when you was in the car, your makeup was flawless. I was like, oh my God, her face is beautiful. Whoever beat that face, baby, they did beat it to the gods. They did a great job. Great job. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, I have another question too for you. When it came down, I don't want to move too fast, but I do want to get on into the episode. In the scene when you guys are sitting at the table and you sat down and you actually begin to give motherly advice, like you girls always sitting down here arguing, that's part of the problem. And I understood where you were going with the nail. Do you regret anything about what you said about her mother?
But you know what? I can't answer that because all they're gonna be said at the reunion.
Oh,
So
good, good. Okay, okay, that's great. We and I can't wait for the reunion. I want them to stop giving us mid-season trailers so we can get to the end of the season and get to a reunion. Why we
yeah,
got another break again? We just had a break.
yep, yep. I
Hmm.
trying to get themselves together, honey. It's a lot of stuff gonna be going on. Y'all just gonna have to just sit it out. I can't,
Okay.
but it's gonna be good, good. Y'all gonna enjoy. Yeah. So
Well, it's
no,
good to
Oh
know that
yeah, that
that
trailer, boy. We're gonna have to do a different review for that trailer.
that trailer was something else, ain't it? Woo!
oh my God, it's gonna be hot, baby.
Listen, that trailer, baby. I can't wait to review it.
You're
They
right.
throwing it. I think they saving all the good stuff for the last. They just throwing some out there at this moment.
It seems like it. Seems like it. At some point, that's what they're doing. Um, I'm trying to see. I got a couple of notes I have right here. Um,
Just say when I was sitting at the table, I don't think they showed that part. That when I did say, he was like, um, I asked her what she something because of her mother passed away and she didn't get a chance. How some people can just always cry because they didn't get something squared away with their mom. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. I got you.
I- They did it. And then y'all remember back in remember when she told Maya that she left her sick mother just to be with them, just to take care of what they had going on.
Yeah, she
I'm
did
like,
say that.
y'all, do y'all remember that? That's why
Yep.
I will say
But Miss
that's
But
what
Miss Wanda, I'll say this too. She brought her mother up, and the way they had put the clip out before the episode and made it seem like you just brought her mother up out of nowhere. And I'm glad, when we seen the full episode, we see the reason why you even said anything about her mother, because we need to clarify this. The reason why you even said anything is because she brought her mother up. The way they clipped it up to preview it made it seem like you brought her mother up when she's the one who actually brought her own mother up. So let's be clear on that.
and that's the reason I said what I said. Did something go on that happened? Because, after 3 or 4 years down the road, some things can be like, well, I'm over, I'm not, you'll never get over your parents. You'll never get over that. So I will say that, hey, get out. I am in my, hey, don't come back in here. You would never get over your parents. You know what I'm saying? Never. Because so I have my moments too. But just to bring it up all the time, I felt some type of way about that, especially when it's not, when your mother's not in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand if something going on, it's Mother's Day, holiday coming on or whatever, then, yes, you think of your mother, but she always cried going on something, I don't know. I just, like, at the reunion, we'll get into a little of that, but yeah, she did make her own statement that she, I don't know that she said she missed her mom, or she just was crying. I don't know, but it was more to it than that right there. The reason why I said what I said, and I know they chopped a lot of stuff up, but cause they probably even badder. I mean, mad at me, but yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I did cut out that portion. I have it sitting. We're gonna listen to it in just a moment, just so we can all hear it clearly, because there was some apologies made, and I want to see us move forward as well. But Nell is dealing with something. We're gonna let's cut it clear. I'm not sure if maybe there's some guilt with something with her mother, or if Nell is just angry because of grief, which we know grief sometimes comes out as anger. And I think that unless we do the work, it's hard for some people to move past grief. Grief comes in waves. I said that the other day. I had a moment of thinking of my own mother, and I just bust out crying, right? I posted a picture of her on Facebook, and I posted hashtag grief comes in waves. So there are days I wake up and I'm fine. And then there are days that something will remind me of her, and then I cry. Or I can be walking down the street and I can smell someone who may be wearing a perfume fragrance that she wore, and will catch me off guard. So I just feel like sometimes when it comes down to grief, we have to do the work to move past it. And if we can't move past it on our own, then she probably should go do some therapy or go, talk to someone. So maybe that's what she's going through. I don't know. But there's definitely something wrong. Definitely something wrong. So I think you hit the nail on the head. And a lot of times people don't want to admit that something is wrong, Miss Wanda. You know that. People be in their feelings. They don't want to say, oh, I'm going through this, because they said before her children told her two seasons ago that they felt like she needs to go to therapy. And she said she didn't need no darn therapy. They needed therapy. Girl, you need therapy because something ain't right with you. Period.
Yeah.
I want to listen. I want to watch this video, and then we're going to stop it and do some commentary. This is the scene where they're at the table and Miss Wanda's talking.
Well, people act like this on here. There's something that's going on. With you and your mother, you didn't clear before she passed away.
They start screaming, "You're going too far, you've gone too far," but nobody stopped talking enough for Miss Wanda to clarify what she was actually saying. And that was one of the things that because Nell jumped to the defense. If you notice, the moment that Miss Wanda said that, she jumped to the defense instead of listening. A lot of times people respond without listening clearly. I wish she had to listen all the way through. A little bit more.
Anybody that know my mother know we were very clear. Don't do that. Don't do that. I took care of my mother. I took care of my mother too. Well, don't say nothing. Don't say one number clear than my mom. Don't do that. No, ain't no sometimes. You're wrong. You're wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. You're wrong. I'm just saying. That's all I got to say. I love my mother to death. And so did I. Love her. I know you love your mother. No, but I'm just saying. We was clear on everything. I sit and laughed and talked to my mom.
Miss Wanda did say, "I'm sorry that you feel that way." And I just feel like they just did not listen to her completely for her to make it plain what exactly she was trying to explain. But as you notice, they're going to keep on. There's going to be some apologies made.
Mother, she told me ask for anything I want to. Being my mom is a firecracker. Nell is a firecracker. I knew this conversation may actually go to the left. However, I didn't want it to go to the left based on the emotions of someone so close to you passing away. So.
And I understand exactly what Tisha said, because it kind of is hurtful when you think about death and our loved ones. So Tisha was saying, you know, she didn't want it. She knew her mom was a firecracker. She knew Nell's a firecracker, but she didn't want anybody's feelings hurt based on someone else's grief. So I do understand that as well. Let's keep on.
Oh, we need to like steer this car back around and get it back on the right track. So when I realized with Nelly that she cursed, that's just part of her communication. I curse you. So that's what it takes when you get to know a person better. Like you like to yell. I said my mama like to yell. That's why I said she want to yell at somebody. I'm gonna yell at my mama because my mama like to yell too, and she ain't gonna throw you no for yelling.
What are we arguing about? Y'all have agreed that y'all had a misunderstanding. I feel like if the men can be in a
okay, Destiny. You the one carrying the bone to them. That's the reason why they arguing. I would stay quiet. Y'all go ahead, Butterfly.
Okay. And you know, I understand that it was insensitive to some people for Miss Wanda's comment, but herein lies why I'm not that bothered, because Nell brought up her mother. Miss Wanda was addressing her and asking her, why did she say, yo damn daughter? Miss Wanda didn't bring up Nell's mother. So I'm going to hop on that, and I'm going to bring that home because she didn't. So at the end of the day,
I'm gonna back it up while you're talking, and we're gonna get to that because she did say, "I don't have my mother." She brought up her mother first. You're correct.
Yes. So my thing is, if something is sensitive to me, I'm going to leave it off the table in the midst of an argument. Ms. Wanda checking you about saying your damn daughter the way you said it. She didn't. So you brought up your mother and then got upset with Miss Wanda's reply. That's why I think it's like, come on now. We're not going to do that. You brought up your mother. And if you didn't want her talked about, then you shouldn't have brought her up. Now we can move on. I do like the fact that Miss Wanda did apologize, but still stood 10 toes down on her point because she has a point. So did you not resolve something with your mother, or because of the way Nell uses it as a scapegoat to be nasty towards others? Anytime she gets in a conflict, even with her own kids, she bring up, oh, well, my mother. So there is something there. That's how I feel. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I agree with that. I do agree with your sentiments, Butterfly. And you're right. Nell did bring it up first. And I think the whole point was that Miss Wanda was there to defend Tisha, and she said, but my mother's not here. I think that's where it was. But let's listen to it. We can clarify that really simple because I got it pulled up right here.
statement about somebody else's husband, his ass needs to be checked.
But she said it was okay for her to go and check.
Your damn daughter checked him. She got me my damn daughter. Why can't be my daughter? Damn, because I'm angry. Okay, well, I don't give a. I don't give a.
What are you angry about, Neil? Girl, shut up. You just yell for no reason. That gets on my nerves.
I don't give a. Right. It is what it is. I don't give a goddamn. Okay, so what I'm trying to do.
So we were talking about the guys arguing, and now it's y'all.
I think at this moment she should probably bit off more than she should with inviting Miss Wanda into the conversation, because I think in the beginning she wanted it, but now I can see that she's like, oh, say, wow, let's just finish the conversation. Just be quiet. Just be quiet.
I'm gonna call damn one of your children. No damn this, no damn that. That's what I'm getting at. So you may be mad. I get mad. You got an attitude problem. Just say it then, damn. If you got one, I don't have no attitude problem. Okay, I don't have one. You said I don't have an attitude problem. Okay, my brother, you like all that. That's what you use as my door. Well, I apologize. Please do. I don't know. I'm coming. I don't have. I protect myself because I don't have my mother.
There you got it. So that's why I protect myself, because I don't have my mother. So Nell was really projecting. I guess is the proper word for that. She didn't have a mother, she has to project her. She has to protect herself.
And I don't know what that had to do with Wanda questioning her about what was said or any of that. But hey,
go ahead.
Thing is, I think that sometimes people don't realize something that could have happened, and she did not do a closure to it. That's my only thing I'm saying to her. Did something happen that you did not close on it, or you didn't get a time to close? Because you always using your mother as a escape out, even to it could be, I mean, it's just me thinking and talking, because my mom has said a lot of things to me before she passed away. You know what I'm saying? You know, it could be something going on with your husband and your parents know about it. You know what I'm saying? And they may have told you, and every time she think of it, every time somebody say something about Chris or this or that, it may be because of that. I don't know. I don't know. That's why. I mean, did you get a closure? You know, some people don't get a closure when their parents pass away. And it could be something dealing with her kids, dealing with the daycare, because she said her mother owned the daycare before, you know, she took over it. So it could be a lot of things. But I just wanted to ask her, did she get closure?
Right. And I understand completely what you're talking about, because I didn't get closure with the loss of my father. And for a very long time, that was sensitive for me and it bothered me. But I did not use it as a scapegoat to be nasty towards others. So I'm kind of like, I totally get what Miss Wanda is saying about not getting that closure. Now, there might have been some things I feel like, and it doesn't necessarily, I think Nell just automatically took it negative. You not getting closure, maybe on some things that you wanted to say to your mother that you didn't get to say. Not that y'all wasn't close or that y'all was in a bad place, but maybe there's some things that you didn't get off your chest. And I think that's what you meant, right, Miss Wanda? Not necessarily that they was in a negative space, but maybe there's some things she didn't get to say to her mother that she probably felt she should have or wish she could have. And I think that's another way to look at it too, because I think that's what you were saying, Miss Wanda. It wasn't necessarily that they was not in a good place. And that's automatically where Nell's mind went where you said that. As you can see her reply, me and my mother was in a good place. We didn't have no problem. My mother gave me everything. And that wasn't necessarily what you could have meant by that. There could have, like said, there could have been some things that Nell wasn't able to say to her mother that she wanted to say to her. That doesn't necessarily mean they was in a bad place. She just didn't say it, you know?
Definitely. The thing about death, again, like I said, it comes in waves, right? But the thing is you have to have closure. You have to be able to not seal it away, but you have to be able to be at peace with what God has allowed, which is the passing of your loved one. the one thing that I see up here, living for me, said it up here. She said maybe Nell is upset that that her mother is gone and there is nothing she can do about God's timing. And we always want to say, well, maybe they didn't do this or maybe they didn't do that. Maybe she did everything she could do. And she's just angry because although she did everything and she may have taken her to every doctor she could take her to, that she could not prevent her from passing away. And that is just something that either she's going to work through, be able to come to a resolution and be okay with it, or by seeking therapy or some other means, but that could be just it. She just may be angry because in grief and death, there are 5 stages, right? And that fifth stage is acceptance. Some people never make it to the fifth stage. They just don't. That's
Right. And I mean, that's just was my thing. I hate that people took it the wrong way. I was just asking a question. So
well, they didn't even allow you to get out what you were trying to say because everybody just kind of, oh no, no, no. Everybody start crowding in on you. But the one thing in life, again, that is sure. We all got to go that way. That's just the way creation was made. But at the end of the day, we have to either accept it or not. And when you don't accept it, it comes off as anger. And just watching her over several scenes, including last season, we've seen her be very angry, even with her own children. And that alone, I believe, is a lot to deal with.
I thought she got a lot of.
I agree with you on that, Miss Wanda. I totally agree with you, especially by watching the trailer and some of the things we've heard in the scuttlebutt out in the YouTube streets. I can see why, because it's a heavy burden to know that some of the things that you got to deal with is managing a family and everybody asking you for money, this, that, your children are all. That can be a lot because, shoot, I tell you about sometimes mine come over asking me for $2, getting on my nerves.
A whole lot because, like I said, we really talking to her. I'm like both of us on the same page, really going through taking care of our grandkids, doing all this for them and not getting no appreciation out of it. It's a lot. It is a lot. So I
That is a
yeah,
lot.
what going through, but you got to manage it and know how to talk when you're talking to someone. You just can't holler at them and then just being a mockingbird. Everything I say to you, you mocking back. Damn you too. Damn you too.
Right.
Say something different. Quit throwing me back out what I'm throwing at you. You know what I'm saying? Quit being that mockingbird. And that's
So
all I say.
when it is hard when you're trying to have a conversation with someone and they're using explicit and cuss words while you're trying to have a respectful conversation. That you're right about them, Miss Wanda.
Like, oh, she just started cussing her. You don't know what caused me to curse at her. And so a lot of people like, well, I didn't hear her holler at you not one moment. Oh, y'all not there. You don't know what was said. You don't know what was said. You was not there. A lot of them here say, well, she didn't holler like when teacher said they was hollering, she was hollering. Oh, she didn't holler at one moment at teacher. Y'all hear the good side of y'all may not heard when she first started hollering.
Right.
And
But you know what? Tisha said she hollered at her. Kimmy said she hollered at her. Trisha said she hollered at her. The only person said she wasn't hollering was Nell. I tend to believe the other 3 people who were there who said she was hollering. Even Destiny said she was hollering. So that's 4-1. 4 people say you hollered, and you the only person say you wasn't hollering. Girl, you was hollering.
she talked to her kids. Talking at the dinner. She started beating on the table, started screaming. I'm like, well, they didn't show that part, and just seeing her just got up and left. And they were
Right.
like, well,
and they came out of nowhere. They came out of nowhere.
So if you don't really just get into it and just really see what's really going on, then it's a problem with you guys. I'm not you. I'm just saying with the people who watching the show, it's kind of lost. They kind of lost in the sauce. And what I'm telling them is y'all don't hear all the stuff they'll be saying. And when you don't hear the whole full story, you just jump on the bandwagon on whoever you feel that may be wrong. So that's what happened. So I mean, I don't regret nothing. I say it no more than I want to get an understanding. Did anything happen while when your mother passed away? That's what my understanding was, because I feel pretty bad about you continue on hooping and crying and stuff about something that happened 4 or 5 years ago or longer. You know, I mean,
Right.
I can't how to grieve. I can't. But on the same token, I can say that you don't have to do it. I mean, a lot of people do things in their closet, do things at home. Some people act out. Maybe why she act, I don't know. That may be the reason she may never act out the way she acting out now. So, because Destin was like, well, I knew her when her mother was living. I know what she went through and this and that. Okay. So maybe she went that type of person until her mom passed away.
It may
You
be
know,
not. Again, because death can make you angry. It can make you angry. I can remember when my father passed away, I was mad. Why would you come get my dad? Why not somebody else's dad? But that's life until you learn how to use those coping mechanisms to move on through life. Y'all want to move past this? I think we done beat this dead horse enough. We know Miss Wanda didn't mean anything by that comment. I'm glad that there were some apologies made at the table. Miss Wanda apologize if she may have said something about Nell's mother that made her feel uncomfortable, because we know that was never the intention. Also, there was an apology from Nell to Letitia, which was what Letitia wanted from the beginning. Now, Letitia, I love you, girl, but now that you got this apology, I want you guys to move forward. Now, Nell started acting up. You put Nell back in punishment, but I want y'all to move forward. But I thought that was a great idea. I want to ask you guys a question. Who do you think was dressed the best at the 80s party? Who do y'all think? Who came in looking the best?
personal, y'all want me to answer? Do y'all think?
I want you to
You
answer
asking
this
me
one. We're going, I'll go forward, but you answer first. Who you think was the best?
personal myself. I actually think Trish looked it real good when she came like back in the 80s. So yeah, I think Trish knocked it at the ball field. And Nail looked it good. Nail looked it really nice. Of course, y'all know that I will say Trish, but y'all know I'm always gonna put my daughter on top of everything, so I'd be biased if I do that. But yeah, but Trish did looked it really, really nice. She truly did to me, and it showed the whole lot. Y'all didn't see the whole audience tonight. There was a lot of people's there. Y'all didn't see a lot of them. I don't know why, but yeah. Um, Trish did. I mean, I'll still say Trish, but her friend Will, I don't know. The best dressing in the men's, though, I will say Martell.
Oh, Martell had that Gumby haircut. Martell looked good in that Adidas. He looked good. He was dressed really nice. I actually grabbed this from Letitia Moore Scott's Instagram. She has a picture of all of the late everybody who was there that was a part of the cast. So this is Letitia and Latricia. Latricia looks really good. She got on cross colors. She looks really, really nice. Marsal, he looked nice in his Adidas outfit, carrying his boombox, honey. Uh, Moving on. Let's see who's next. Oh, come on, internet. This is Ken, uh, Maurice, and Marcel. Maurice looked okay. That with that wig on, honey. I thought that was kind of funny. Looked a little bit of Run DMC ish. Um,
I forgot about that.
yeah, he looked at
Baby,
that wig, that Jerry curl. Let me
yeah,
see who else we got. Uh, I don't know who this gentleman is with Letitia, but it's probably part of her family members. Letitia looked good too. She looked good. I love the jacket.
Letitia
And
was my best dress because of the 8 ball jacket. I've been wanting one of them things since I was a little girl. So
yeah, I
that was
love
my
it.
favorite.
And
Letitia's,
she
the
got
salt and
and
pepper.
she got
Hmm.
the Reebok
uh,
aerobic shoes. Those are a throwback from the 80s. Definitely. They look good together. Let's see what else. I guess these are family. I don't know. This is not cast members. Though Kimmy looks good. Kimmy looks really good in that green. That's cute.
All of them looked good though. Let me.
Yeah, everybody looks good.
think
Um,
I yeah.
yeah, I think everybody looks good.
I think they all pulled it off together. But my favorite, I got three. My favorite is Letitia. I
Okay.
loved it, Kimmy's look, because that was really, mid top 80s with the aerobics era and all that. And then my third would be Destiny, because Gucci, y'all know we was doing our Gucci in the 80s, hard body. So yeah,
Yes.
those are my top three.
Yeah. Yeah. I think my top three is gonna have to go Martell first. Then I want to go with Destiny and Letitia. I loved the fact that she really went retro. She did the shoes, the jacket, she retroed it out. Martell, because he was retro from the haircut to the feet. He did a great job. He really did the 80s thing very well. In the chat,
Yeah,
Michelle.
Martel did good too. Yeah, he looked it dope too. Now, y'all know I love my Adidas tracksuits. Now we from Connecticut. We love our Adidas out here in Connecticut. Wink, wink. But yes, the only thing I think would have made Letitia set it off real good if she went and got the triangular haircut wig. She would have knocked it out the park.
Oh, a salt and pepper cut. I got you. Yeah, yeah, she would have, because she would have been right on the target. You're right. Michelle said Martell wins hands down. That's me. Ad said Martell. Living for me said Martell for the male and Trish for the girls. I thought Trish did look good too as well. But I'm gonna tell you, Destiny looked even from the hair, because she had that. Y'all remember when Whitney Houston? What was that video she did? Was it I Want to Dance? I think it was I Want to Dance with Somebody. That was pretty much the hair. Destiny's was a little bit bigger, but that was the style, definitely. Live for Me said they all understood the assignment. Michelle said Trish gave 90s to me. She gave the end of the 80s era, if you remember TLC. Um, Number one Buttercup said, "Hey Gail." Symmetry said Trisha looked good. She did look good. That's me. Ad said I agree. Michelle. Um, Pretty Riri said Marceau understood the assignment. He did, but you know what? It's so easy for the guys to kind of do the 80s, because you can just throw on a tracksuit. But the very fact that Martell went and got that wig done, baby, I said, okay, he put a little effort to this. Queen Script said Martell killed it for the man. Letitia 8-ball jacket and Nell look good. Yeah, Nell did look good. I would give that to her as well. Maurice looked like the missing light skinned from the NWA member. Girl, I said the same thing. He looked like an NWA. But just I think Maurice looked great in his Jerry curl wig. I agree with that. Pretty Riri said those shoes were A1. Yes, they were. Everybody had a pair of Reebok Classics. Number one Buttercup said Destiny was given salt and pepper. I like Kimmy's big hair. I like it. I liked it. I think Martell look was best overall. You're probably right, number one Buttercup, because the fact that he stayed on theme, he didn't get off theme. The jacket with Tisha repped, and that Adidas fly guy, yes, Queen Script, salt and pepper style. Um, Special mention for Martell's gait. That boy has a walk on him. Stop, Pretty Riri. I want to dance with somebody. Okay, Symmetry. And I'm glad that they all participated. Me too. I thought it was a great, again, the episode was good. It was good. I'm trying to think where else. Let's go on over and talk about Destiny coming in last. She was the last person to come in. And when she comes in, Marcel screams out, Destiny's men. And over in the corner, you see Lance, Will, and Twan all standing together. And at the end of the party, when they're all dancing, well, she's dancing with Twan. Girl, Twan is a good looking. That Twan is just sexy, baby. That boy is just a good looking young man. And Destiny and Twan are dancing together, and Will comes up behind her, and then y'all, that was weird. What you think about that, Butterfly and Miss Wanda?
I think Will. I think he's just putting on a front. I really actually do. I think he was just putting on the front because he was there. But I think Destiny would would make a choice. I most definitely know it would be my boy, my boy, my boy.
Boy, oh baby, he is so pretty. That is a good looking man. I'm sorry.
Security, baby. Security. The security guy. Yes, yes, yes. It would be the security. Now, and see, that's I call him a Todd. He know how to get you to drop your thing without being extra like them other two. I'm gonna just
Yeah,
say that.
Girl,
my
Twine came in and went straight over there and spoke to Destiny. I was like, this is a gentleman. He ain't just that dude, he's a gentleman.
wait a minute, he was mine first though. I'm just kidding.
Miss Wonder, not yours.
Hold up, Wanda J. Blige. I got an assignment for you, okay? I need you to go find who that nice, tall, nice drink over there that was at the cookout with the button down, salt and pepper gentleman with the sunglasses. I'm gonna go find the clip, but that's what I need y'all to go find. That gentleman that was at Trisha's barbecue. Yeah. You know that little barbecue with Marquez came acting fool. Yeah. There was a real quick. They did it real quick. You know what I'm saying? But I got that eye. It was a nice little. Yeah. It was. Yeah. Hey, you know I'm coming. You know I'm coming. So we're gonna need to find him for when I touch down.
Friend. I think that was we a friend, right?
I don't know.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know who friend he was, who he was related to, but I just know he had that white button down. He had the salt and pepper, you know what I'm saying, low cut. He looked like he had a little Indian in him. You know what I'm saying? The hair was curly, wavy, whatever, and some glasses. Okay, that's what I remember.
Okay. Your eyeball was on somebody and won it.
Right?
Okay.
And he got us stuttering.
I know, right?
Listen, okay, I can't even
right
get it out. I'm like the tall, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I need to find that gentleman right there that was at Trisha's cookout last year.
Okay. Well, I don't think I was there, was I? I don't think I was there.
No, but I don't. You probably
A lot
was,
of
but you
times I
probably
may
came
not be
later.
seen on
But
TV. A lot of times I may
right,
not
that's
be
what I was
seen
about to
on
say.
TV, but I'll be there.
Right, just like you was at the first expose that they didn't show
Right,
you on TV, but we
right.
came to learn your behind was right there with showing up on the seasoning on deck.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what went down. Because a lot of time I be at some of them places and they don't show me, but it's okay. I ain't gonna fight with them. I don't say nothing. I be like, okay, they invite
No
me
problem. That part.
So Miss Wonder, are you normally on the set and they just sometimes don't show you? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not always on the set. I mean, on the set. Um, Now if I like, let me say it like this right here. Now this right here was a big one. When I was invited to Destiny thing, y'all remember the last thing they had when we did a closeout? On that closeout year with me and Mel and all those got into it.
Right.
I was
The relaunch.
right. I was not invited there at that time. I was
Oh,
just coming there because of Destiny asked me to come. Destiny told me she was having a lunch, and last time she did it, it wasn't no one there had food.
oh,
So this time, I think when I got there, they knew what they wanted to happen. So they asked me, "Can we put a mic on you?" You know what I'm saying? So it
gotcha.
wasn't that I was invited there through, ITV. I know through the show and
The
that.
production. I get what
Right,
you're saying. You wasn't invited through production. You was invited personally by Destiny.
right,
So it was
right,
a different program. But Homegirl was already on live, so they already knew what time it was. Yeah.
right.
It was a setup. Not by
It
Destiny,
was
but it was
pretty
definitely
much
a
a
setup by
set up
production.
thing. Because once they found out I was going to be there, I think that's when the whole table started turning. So, yeah,
Right. Like I said, you got plotted on. That's what I'm saying. Once you got there, they said, oh, yeah, we about to get an aha moment because somebody else was already on live running their gibbers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They
Yeah,
was live at the scene. So yeah, on Instagram. Yeah, I remember that. Got you.
yeah,
I'm not saying Destiny set you up, but I definitely believe production set you up.
yeah. So when I got there, they said we need to put a mic on you. I'm like, for what? You know? But see, you can refuse not to have it on you as well too, because they didn't invite you there. So you can refuse, but sometimes I'm out there setting my food. So I said, no, let me go ahead on and put me on here, put me on the spot. But I was not intending on being in no mess or none of that. I don't know where all that came from. Cause no one that gave me no thumb up, like, okay, this person right here gonna come over there and talk to you and don't get, this and that. It was like do whatever. So okay. And then, my family and stuff was there as well. So they was singing. I was like, damn, I mean, all this just went from
Hey, I was
zero
about to
to
ask about
100.
cuz. How he doing?
Right.
How
Huh?
cuz doing? How cousin Bernard doing? So we love cousin Bernard down here to the butterflies corner.
He
How
doing
cousin
fine.
Bernard doing?
I just seen him last night at the party. I said we was out sitting at his son's birthday party. Oh, he doing real good. He doing good.
That's
Yeah, we love cousin
Just
Bernard.
talking his
We
noise.
gonna need him to. You gonna have to bring him on the truck with you when you start coming back live again on
Well,
YouTube. Tell
yeah,
cousin
I
Bernard
probably
make a guest appearance.
yeah, if he's here, we probably go tomorrow. I don't know when. I don't know if he's gone back yet or not, but he was here this weekend. So I didn't get a chance to talk to him and find out where he gonna be at. But
okay.
yeah, I get a chance to talk to him today. Well, probably later on tonight because these children been running me all day long. My grandbaby birthday tomorrow, so I was trying to get him a little gathering thing with his
Hey.
and all them just now leaving. They just left, so I've been busy all day today. But other
Hmm.
than that, the family's doing fine. My cousin Benoit, he doing good. And I'm surprised. He told me next time I go live, he want to come on my live with me. He said, "Come on,
Yeah, tell him we want him to come. We'll be there front and center. We love cousin Bernard.
Yeah, we've been waiting on you to go live anyway, Miss Wanda. You know what?
really?"
Yes, I have been. I was like, is she gonna hit the button tonight? Maybe she gonna hit it tomorrow.
You know what? I said I was gonna do it after I looked at the show last night. I said I'm gonna get up and go live today, and
Mhm.
then my son called, told me where we gonna go and find him all his little stuff at, and we're gonna take him to Chuck E. Cheese and all this and all that. So that what we was out doing all day today. And then later on at night, his cousin and all them came and just wish him happy birthday here.
Oh,
So
good, good, good.
yeah,
Glad
we
you
finished
had a great
everything.
time. Let's talk about the end of the episode, how it ended. Last night's episode ended.
Hold on, Lady Ro. Hold on 1 second, Lady Ro, because I was about to say we definitely ain't ending this without talking about Maurice and Kimmy. But one more thing before we move on. Make sure y'all get y'all some show enough Miss Wanda this season. Don't forget we
Here.
will be doing a cook off. And you get your seasoning. Make sure y'all do if y'all want to participate. Miss Wanda J. Blige has something special planned. So if you get your seasoning, do a little vlog what you cooking with this seasoning and shoot it to Wanda J. Blige, or you can email me with it. But make sure y'all get y'all show no Miss Wanda season. All right, sorry. Moving along.
You're fine. You're fine. Here goes a bottle of mine, baby. I cook with it. It's one of my favorites. Go ahead, get you some of
Now
that.
you better send me that video because we try to put a video together.
Definitely will. Definitely
Yeah.
will.
Yep.
All right.
I think I took it off your show anyway. I think I did. I'm not for
Okay.
sure. But
Yeah, most
yeah, we're
definitely.
gonna try to get all this stuff in. Hopefully we can get it done before March.
I hope
Cause
so. Yeah.
yeah, because a lot of people have not gotten theirs yet. For some reason, I don't know why, but I reship it back out again. So they probably gonna get two of them, two orders.
Okay.
So, yep. And I
So
want.
let's talk a little bit about Maurice in the end of the episode. I actually um put that into I kind of held it on the part of the video because I wanted to kind of go through it and listen because it was so crazy. I had to listen to it 3 times. It didn't make no sense. It just didn't make no sense.
Cause
Maurice,
he beating around the bush on what they actually going through. And I don't know if they're gonna show that the next season or doing the next time, but it's a lot going on right now with them.
got
So
got
he basically just trying to walk around it,
you.
not to let people know exactly what's really, really going on. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think that it's gonna be out. I don't want to put it out, but yeah, it's gonna be
Okay.
out probably
We
before.
don't want you to put it out either. So that means we're gonna have to stay tuned.
Yeah, we're gonna put a
Yeah,
pin on it. We're gonna put a pin.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely that.
that's what's going on. So it may seem like it was fake, but what's going on is truly real. I will say
Going
that.
on.
Know what? It didn't
Yep.
seem fake. It just seemed weird, very odd,
Yeah,
because he
because
went
they
to talk
anytime you
about
try to beat around the bush, anytime you
uh-huh,
try to beat around the bush and not come straight out forward with things,
uh-huh.
everybody look at it. Well, if it's fake, is it this? Is that? Why you saying this? I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was just really strange because he opened up that scene by analyzing the therapists who were there to analyze him. So I was like, Maurice go from being Martin Luther King and giving speeches to thinking he a therapist. It just was weird. And I put Maurice said he is learning more about who he is in the counseling process. And I said, notice how Kimmy's voice gets very childlike when she's talking to Maurice. I want y'all to listen to how her voice changes when she's talking to him, because when she's talking, she normally talks a matter of fact, but when she's talking to him on camera, she sounds like a little kid. Listen to this. Listen to her voice.
Party was really nice, but I like spending the one time with my baby.
I thrive for my date nights. I actually love them. I love being outside.
I know, man.
I do.
It's so nice. Feels good.
I like when the weather starts changing.
Mm-hmm.
You hear her voice? It's real kitty like. I love being outside. I love when the weather starts changing. It is something about him that really like goes really goes. I'm like, girl, this man has been embarrassing you on this show. And is this how we're just gonna let him? We're gonna act like he the prize and you not the. I don't know. Butterfly, you got to step in and help, because baby, when I tell you he got on my last nerve, he done got on my last nerve.
I,
Butterfly said, I'm gonna fly, but I don't want to fly on that end.
Butterfly,
listen. Oh no! When I tell you, I'm about to read this man for filth. But go ahead and play the clip, because I'm about to break Maurice down, because he done pissed my last goddamn nerve. Baby, I hope you got the part when the goddamn production is chiming in.
okay, so what we're gonna do is have to stop in between and talk about it, okay? Because
Okay, yep.
fair use.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I like hanging out with you. I like dinner. We get to get back to date night.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's date day though.
Yeah.
We could do the whole date, and we'll just call it date
Thank you.
day.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Extra
date
time.
day.
I'm learning.
You feel like that?
You learning what? What you learning, boy? You ain't learning a damn thing.
Yeah. I'm learning more about who I am through this, counseling process.
Kimmy said it's the time that will make sex more quality.
I believe that she believes that. I'm trying to learn emotion.
His riddles are hilarious. I believe that she believes that. What?
Intelligence. I may not have it.
Mel may be wrong about a lot of stuff, but calling him Martin Luther or whatever she called him, she was right about that.
But I'm going to get it.
I'm getting to know more about you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to reveal a snoring fix that most women know.
Y'all, we got a commercial. Let's get through it. We're out of it.
I actually think both of us have made a lot of breakthroughs in therapy. I think these particular therapists have been more effective in helping Maurice get to some breakthroughs. And that kind of helps me put a lot of stuff in perspective as well. I guess I just want to make sure that you're not just doing it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that it's been helpful? What's your thought? Like about them in general?
them doing therapy, I felt was a little odd because remember how adamant he was that he did not want to do therapy. So I thought it was a little strange that they did do therapy. And then when they were talking about therapy, I felt like he was doing it for her. All right, moving on.
I like the different aspect that each one brings. You have two perspectives at the same time. If I have
Here's where this is where he's analyzing the people who are there to analyze him.
a question, they answer it two completely different ways. And I don't think absolutely.
I didn't think that.
You don't think so?
I feel like when they come up with something in their head, they're giddy about it because they're on the same page.
I think that they're on the same page, but their approach is different. Remember when I said about multiple times a day for sex, right? Sonya immediately, yeah, that's not normal. That's right. Derek is like he came at it from a completely different perspective. It's like, well, why are you going there? I was like, She said it's not normal. And it was almost like you.
It's not normal. And the man, he just didn't want to hurt your feelings. He know how tender your male fragility is. That's why he was saying it. You know, he didn't say that it wasn't, but it's not normal for someone to want to have sex 3 or 4 times a day with the same woman that they sleep with every night. It's just not. That's not normal. You are with her all the time. That is your wife. You don't have to be banging her out all day long.
Like, that's probably not the right word to say for that.
But he also said multiple times a day was not good. Normal.
You're right.
That didn't happen?
The question would be, why do you go 3 times? Desiring to having sex multiple times in a short period of time is probably coming from self-soothing because it becomes addictive.
He said you were like a child, Maurice. He said that you need a pacifier.
He didn't say this is not normal. He said, where is this coming from? Why do you desire this multiple times a day? That was his perspective. And if it's not coming from an unhealthy place, then what?
I think he's good at the tools and what you'll receive better because he's a man. He was the one who brought up the terminology hypersexuality. That doesn't sound like it's this great, wonderful thing that people just haven't found. It sounds as though it's not the norm. Because if it's the norm, why work to change it?
I think that in general, I'll follow up with him on this one. But if you were okay with us having sex multiple times a day, I don't think that they'd stop us.
Did you hear what he just said? Somebody throw something at the TV. If I don't think if we were having sex multiple times a day, he would stop us. How would he stop a husband and child? This man, when I tell you Maurice act like he on the slow bus, I swear he must have been licking the windows as he was riding to school. Ain't no way you an attorney and you just said all this to your wife. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you just said this. Because apparently you're not listening to yourself talk. You're just talking. Check.
I don't think that they change it whatsoever.
I think sometimes Maurice just kind of hears what he wants to hear. And he kind of just,
Even she knows. Even Kimmy knows he's talking out of the side of his butt.
Makes up in his mind what he thought he heard. He likes to be right. And this is nothing different. But he's wrong. I heard it.
To me, just in general, this is a problem because there's a difference between my desires and your desires. All right?
It's an immediate issue.
Unequally yoked in that area.
Now, him using the word unequally yoked in that area, that is strong language. Very strong language. Unequally yoked means you and I have nothing in common. We are going in 2 different directions. And he's saying that in one of the most intimate parts of a relationship, which is intimacy. If you and I do not share the same thoughts when it comes to intimacy, we are unequally yoked. And although we would not like to think that sex plays a big role in relationships, it plays a very big role. There's someone in a relationship that wants more sex than the other partner. That's always. And I believe him using that term let us know that there's trouble in paradise.
No, I don't think so, because it's not always been that way. And that's the part those are the bridges that we have to find.
So was it
remake, recreate?
Was it not normal before?
Now he's throwing the ball in her court. Before you wanted it 3 or 4 times a day. Then she goes, "Oh, you were building houses and that turned me on." Child, we know that as you grow older, your hormones go in different direction, and now you just want that man to stop jumping on you 3 times a day. Girl, move forward.
Never ever sue the driver who crashed.
Commercial, you guys. Sorry. I do not have the paid version of YouTube. I don't spend money like that. Not
This is a problem because there's a difference between my desires and your desires, right?
It's not always been that way.
Was it not normal before?
Maurice, don't act like that was like an everyday, all the time thing.
I'm just saying,
it has happened several times, but we're not gonna act like that was an everyday thing.
It was never
and it was never like you would get angry. Like if it didn't happen, it just didn't happen.
So now she's saying when she does not give it to him when he wants it, he gets angry. If you ever experienced that, you know that is a traumatic event because it's almost like you're living with a manipulator.
You get like
it happened all the time.
It didn't happen all the time.
It didn't happen all the time. Okay. You think it oftentimes only happened once? Oftentimes it was more than once, wasn't it? In a day.
No, it's not oftentimes. No.
You were the person disappointed when we didn't.
I don't know why he does not get it through his head that women's bodies changes over time. Her hormones decrease, her testosterone goes higher as you get older, your estrogen decreases, and you don't want a man on you hopping up and down on you, using you as a mattress made in a mule 3 times a day. This is just not what we want.
Right.
Well, that's because we met once a week.
I remember it differently than you do.
You want to remember it differently because you want me to be the villain.
I don't want you to be the villain.
Yeah. You want me to be the villain, and it's just
why would I want you to be the villain?
I don't know. I keep trying to figure it out. There goes my nice date night. The fact of the matter is, at the start of date night, Maurice actually said he thought therapy was working. When we're in therapy, it seems like things are going well. He has the right answers. We say the right things.
Because he's putting on a fake, honey. He's a fraud.
But this conversation makes me feel like maybe what I'm seeing in therapy isn't exactly how he truly feels. What we're not going to do is keep playing in my face about it. You can count. You can determine where we were when those days happened, when it was more than once and this, that, and the other. They were in most of your investment properties. When you were working, when we were spending time, and I was watching you do the that I like to see. The things that you just don't like to do. You were building, laying floors, laying carpet, putting up cabinets, all that stuff that I would come and get turned on watching you do that you...
I ain't never watched nobody build, put up cabinets and turn me on. I don't know what kind of bullshit she on, but child, go ahead, Kimmy.
Simply don't want to do. So here I am trying to get turned on by myself. Ain't that something? Yeah. That's what you want. You want me to get turned on by myself, just for you being
me.
Pretty.
It was never communicated to me early on that these are the terms of our relationship.
Terms?
Yes.
It wasn't communicated to me early on that I was supposed to have sex 2 and 3 times a day.
You were doing it.
No, and you were building. Stop that, Maurice. Who do you think this is?
This is what I'm saying. I thought it was because of me. I didn't think it was because I was building.
Well, and I thought it was because of me, not because of sex 3 times a day. So if that's the case, you can get that anywhere.
Wow. You could get that anywhere. Has he been getting it anywhere and everywhere? All right, let's move on to the end.
If the time and attention we got was me watching you build stuff. It also provided a medium for us to sit and talk for hours. I get neither of those anymore.
Why did you marry me then?
Oh, because I liked that you were building and doing stuff.
But I wasn't building and doing stuff when you married me, though.
I'm not mad, Maurice. You've grown, and you've grown into the attorney soft hand era. I'm okay with it.
Soft hand era.
But
wow.
with the soft hand era, change in you comes a change in me, and we just have to figure out the meet in the middle. Literally, that's all that is. But we can't keep.
Sounds like Kimmy saying she doesn't get any attention, no time. Y'all, I'm having to stop it because we're using this as commentary and fair use. Remember, she's not getting any time, attention, or affection from Maurice. All she getting is a little mattress, a lot of mattress, a lot of mule, and all the other things.
Having the conversation that I'm the only one that changed. That we won't keep doing because that gets us nowhere.
This conversation is circular. I think we're at an impasse because we're on a circular.
Why do you think it's circular though? Because
this man just said we're on an impasse. Baby, y'all just get divorced. We are on an impasse. That means we are at a point where we're going to go in opposite directions. Child.
There's stuff that was a turn on for me, things that brought me into the relationship that you are staunch about not doing. And therefore, it has made changes in me as well, which make it difficult for you to get all the things that you want.
See,
so, and you don't think that there's no middle? Honestly?
I think that, no, I don't believe there's middle.
Really?
No, I don't.
This man said, he just told you y'all at an impasse, and you said, did you just ask him you don't think there's no? This man just told you he don't want you no more. Girl, moving forward.
That's why we're at an impasse.
So then why go to the therapist? Why waste money?
This is frustrating, to be honest with you.
It's frustrating to me too.
First of all, Kimmy, I'd have never misled you into thinking that this is what it was. Whatever made you think I was that was misleading. I definitely have changed. And it looks like we're gonna what? I don't know.
Say it, Buster. Say it. I want to hear you say it. Looks like we're going to be getting a divorce. Go on and let it out your mouth because you done all but said it in this little conversation. If I was Kimmy, baby, I would have called me an Uber and left that EMF sitting right there.
We're going to what?
And I'm not going to speak negativity over our lives.
Why would you?
Girl, he just got through speaking negativity over your girl. Shut up. Shut up, lady.
Why would you?
I'm not. That's why I said I'm not going to do it.
Why would you even think it?
Because I think it.
Butterfly, go ahead. Go ahead, Butterfly. Butterfly. Did I lose Butterfly? Miss Wanda, you got some input on that?
Pardon me?
I said, do you have any input on that? Because Butterfly, I guess you left. Oh, there she go. Butterfly?
Dare I not go? On my phone acting up. Yeah, darn it. It's hot. This thing is making my thing hot. What are you doing?
Take it off the charger.
I did. I just said that live. Hold on, please. No, not y'all.
But Maurice just told people that they are at an impasse. Let's finish it.
You said before we even went to therapy, you want me to be happy even if we're not
I don't like
together.
that part.
So, Butterfly?
Listen, Maurice is narrow-minded. Is very. Do I got to talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay, you can hear me? I think I have a delay. Yep, I hear you. I think I have a delay.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a delay. Maurice is selfish. Maurice is stuck. Maurice has tunnel vision, and he does have a problem. And it was the male therapist that laid out his problem. And in one aspect, he's right that the fact that they had two therapists that was able to break it down in two different ways, because apparently Maurice needed to be breaking down in a whole nother way. And when it comes to a man, you're gonna need, because I don't understand what's wrong
Oh, butterfly.
with Dr. Francis, but then I know they wanted to mess with Dr. Francis. But this might be what they needed. And like Kimmy said, everything that he's coming to fruition with was actually laid out by the male therapist. But like I said, Maurice is traumatized. He's still
Like it was getting good. We went out. Could you still hear me?
It was getting good. Butterfly, I don't know what's going on. She's having problems with her phone. Hopefully she'll be able to come back in. But I agree with Butterfly. Maurice and Kimmy probably are headed to divorce court. Just listening to him, because an impasse means that we have met a fork in the road and we can't go anywhere else. Um, and then she was like, there's no medium, baby. You go this way, I'm gonna go that way." That's pretty much what he was saying. His script says she wants to keep her marriage, and I really believe that Kimmy does. But you can't stay in a marriage by yourself. It takes two people to be married, and if he's gonna keep problems, you might as well leave. Number one, Buttercup said Maurice is checked. AWT of that marriage checked out, baby. He's checked out, and you can tell just by listening to the words that were coming out of his mouth. Girl, they been at that house arguing. Baby, that conversation is those of an argument.
So it's gonna get good, baby. It's gonna be good.
I believe it. I believe it. And you know what? Carlos told us that excuse me, Carlos told us Maurice was going to say something that was going to shock everybody. He did say that. Most when most people start realizing who they are, they also realize what they want and what they don't want. Baby, say that again. It is a fact. I heard Maurice on Carlos King's podcast, and he declared a couple of times his love and adoration for Kimmy. I believe him. I think he's committed to improving himself. They can be okay. Child, Maurice is not, girl. I can love you and have a lot of admiration for you and not be married to you. That don't mean a darn thing. No more buttercup. Excuse me, I don't mean that in a rude way, Michelle. I just mean that people can love you and admire you and not be married to you. You know what I'm saying? They don't mean he's in love with her. I think he may have been in love with the person that he received as her representative when he met her, because he's telling us now he still wants it 3 or 4 times a day, and she's not willing to do that. But he said prior to them getting married, she was doing that. So apparently she sent her representative before they got married. She didn't go in herself. Number one, Buttercup said, Pretty Riri says that was a teammate. Yes, let's play ball. Exactly. Michelle said, I didn't like the way Maurice presented himself in that scene either. I felt like he was being condescending. He wasn't being serious, because there's no way you're analyzing the people that were there to analyze you. That just makes me. That's true. Then one Buttercup says his gestures, his mannerism, and eye rolling. I could have went through the damn TV on this. I agree with you, number one Buttercup. I feel you. He wants out. He does. Yes, he wants out. But to be fair, Kimmy asked Maurice what he thought about the therapist. That's to be fair, he did. But this man, he actually went in and analyzed them, started talking about he felt that they were a certain way. The man, there was an issue with the man, and then issue with the woman, and that the man was right because of the way the man used his verbiage to tell him something. I don't believe that's true. Number one Buttercup says he knows that it's normal. We girl for a fact. Maurice is deflected, definitely. Kimmy is accepting. She's very accepting. I believe she probably would take him anyway he is. just be talking, hear me in circles. Definitely. That's why I said if you notice that she becomes almost childlike when she talks to him. She seems like her voice goes in almost like a child. That was it. He used the Bible on the girl. Baby, didn't he pull out a scripture? He knows exactly what he said and what it means. He know what he means when he says he's a doctor, a juris doctor. I think he was saying if excessive sex wasn't a problem for them, it wouldn't be an issue. I think that's what he would like. He would stop us. Girl, the verbiage he used, trust me, when I say girl, I don't, this is one of my terms. But the verbiage he used, though the man was going to come in the room and stop her from having sex. Just wrong terminology. Free script says he has no problem breaking up with her. He's a married single man. Exactly. Them never like that. Pretty Riri, please out one problem. He's protecting his public image. It is all. Susan said, unfortunately, Maurice is not going to get it until he can't get a direction like he's wrong with. That's when he's going to understand it. We got help. Who's with him being a girl? Let's say, excuse me, the people who is next, I feel bad for him. Number one, Buttercup said, this is the same man who didn't give a damn about Timmy having cancer. He still wanted his niece. He didn't care if she was paying or not. I totally agree. But y'all didn't like each other. That's what it sound like. It sound like that they were going through the motion of having sex. Leave Kimmy. Run. Exactly. With Baltimore. Pretty no, they can like each other. LOL. Studies say 40% of men have performance, 40% of men in their 50s, 60% of men in their 60s. Maurice may be in the end of his best year. More than likely he is. I don't know if Butterfly's going to back. So she has not responded to anything I sent her. She said, LOL, that's why they're mad. Let Maurice Baldhead go. Trust me, bye-bye. She should let him go. Hey, Chris. Kimmy should have been left. She should have. She should have left a long time ago. Maurice is selfish. Susie very and on a level ain't never seen before. Me either. Your sound is going in and okay. I'm gonna go out and come back in. I don't know if something's going on with the Wi-Fi again. I'm not at home. So give me 1 second. Miss Wanda, stay where you are. I'm going to go out and come back in. Hello?
I'm still here.
And I guess the trigger hairs were quite literally so thin that every time
Hello.
the flightless fruit fly walked inside the jaw of the trap, the jaw didn't close at all. And the fly was able to just walk out. I mean, it kind of makes sense. These flightless fruit flies weigh about 0.000.
Can you guys hear me? How is it now?
I can hear you.
Okay. They're saying
one of the trap pots and started climbing all over the walls again. But this time, quite literally within 30 seconds, the cricket had his foot up to the lip of one of the bees flies.
And he was getting good.
A special kind of nectar from the polar
Am I still having feedback? Still echo?
Yeah, it's echoing.
Yeah. Let me see. Butterfly, go out and I'm gonna come back. Go ahead.
Okay. Make sure all your windows, Miss Wanda. Make sure you don't got no extra windows, 2 windows open in the background. That's what usually causes the feedback. Make sure you got, like, if you got the YouTube, actual YouTube channel, she'll open, close that in the background. Ms. Wanda?
I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just closed all of them out. I'm trying to see.
All right.
Dude, I'm pissed. I wasn't even done reading Maurice Fulfill. Shoot. Oh, there's still feedback.
You was getting down. I don't know where the feedback can be coming from.
All right. Is there feedback now? Is there still
Nope,
feedback?
you sound good.
Okay.
No, there's feedback for me still, though. You sound good.
It's
Let me
Wanda.
make sure it's not me.
I muted Miss Wanda. It was her. It was her. I'm gonna go mute, and you go ahead, take it from here, butterfly. Butterfly, go ahead. Butterfly.
I'm coming. I'm here. Okay. Oh yeah. We're okay. Yeah. Oh no, I still hear feedback, but I'm here, baby. I was trying to unmute. There was something in my way. I'm here.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like Maurice has tunnel vision. I feel like he's still traumatized from his childhood. There's some things from his upbringing that he's still bothered by, and it's evident. And I think that, because he I don't know how, I don't recall him ever hearing that he was a drinker or a smoker, or people find all type of ways to cope with other things in life that they never dealt with. And there's things from Maurice's childhood that he hasn't dealt with. Because first of all, he's very cold. Maurice is shut down emotionally. Like, he doesn't get the emotional connection. And the way I'm feeling at this point, Maurice is who we thought Marceau was. I think between last season and this season, Marceau has showed more of an emotional intelligence, and Maurice is shut down to. He's very cold, and there's some trauma there. When he brought up the lock being on the refrigerator, now I'm not gonna hold you. I've heard of it dealing with foster care. I grew up with a lot of people that grew up in the foster care system. I've heard of that going down in foster homes. And there's another statement that stood out to me. He felt like he was penalized for his parents being irresponsible. He felt like his parents were irresponsible because after he explained how the lock on the refrigerator bothers him, he said, well, why would you keep making children that you couldn't feed? So there's a lot of things there that needs to be unpacked with Maurice that he hasn't dealt with and that he hasn't faced as an adult. And it's traumas from being a child. I feel like that's just my opinion. I don't know this to be fact, but I'm going off of what I've been shown with Maurice. He's very cold. He's very shut down emotionally. And until he deals with them traumas, he's no good to him, Kimmy, or Maurice Jr. Because there's some things there. There's the reason why Maurice Jr. was probably going through some of the things he was going through, although Maurice felt like he was stepping up and being a father. We can already tell with the difference on how he raised him compared to how he raised Kimmy's son when he stepped into his life. So there's a lot of things there that Maurice needs to unpack that he's not being honest about. And unfortunately, he does recognize the woman in Kimmy and the type of woman she is and how she has held him down and how she has been solid, and especially dealing with the embarrassment that he has brought her. And she has, on more than one occasion, let him know that your words are hurtful.
Mm-hmm.
And he is still not clicking for him because the emotional side of him is shut all the way down because there's some traumas as a kid he ain't dealt with.
I totally agree with that. I agree with that take on it. And that's unfortunate that he's because we didn't know about a lot of his background. He's kind of kept it very quiet, kind of kept it to himself. They've had bits and pieces, like he mentioned that his father had been in prison, and he said that there was some bad guys, but then there was some really good people who they knew who came along and helped them out. So it sounds like that family's gone through a traumatic experience without the therapy to help them. And I believe their mother has a doctorate in therapy. She has a PhD, if I'm correct. Am I right, Miss Wanda?
Yes, she do. hmm But a lot of things that happened to their dad, I didn't even know anything about. I didn't even know he'd been to jail. Well, not even been to jail, been to prison. I didn't know that. I'm like,
Hey,
when that happened? Yeah.
See, I think a lot of people are forgetting this season the father came on the show and admitted to Marceau when he was sitting down with Marceau how he was not emotionally available for his family. Like I said, there's some things to unpack there. They've been dropping little gems throughout the season because there's a time where Marceau says that the reason why he's good at roasting and why he has thick skin is because of how they grew up and how they was made fun of. They've been dropping little gems. That's why I said it's there. It's there. And the fact that the father admitted to not being emotionally available on top of not being home for a good portion of their life, Maurice got some things there.
I agree with that. I agree 100%. Miss Wanda, what is your
Father actually said he regret not being emotionally available for him. And I feel like that's when I seen Marceau actually trying to make a difference. Because I think for Marceau, that was closure for him on probably some things that he was dealing with. Because we got to remember that Marceau admitted to being depressed and dealing with it in a different way. Men deal with their depression and their anxiety in a different way than women. I just say that. But I've been picking up the little gems they've been dropping.
Yeah, you're right, Butterfly. You're absolutely right. It's a lot going on, but hey, my thing is, I'm just trying to keep quiet because y'all know I talk too much, and I'm gonna say something I ain't got no business saying. So,
right? We don't want you to do that. We don't want you to do that.
so that's reason I'm just over here like, oh,
No, we ain't gonna allow you to do that. See, we ain't gonna now that we already know how we get down over here about I want to J Blige. We ain't even shoot. Miss LadyRo will take you off the stage so quick
Hang on the mute
and
button
let you get it back together and pull you back up. We don't play that when I want to J Blige.
I'm quiet in 2026, hon. I'm just gonna let everything hit. They're gonna hit in 2026.
Yes.
I don't want to be part of it. You know, I mean, I'm just gonna like, okay, y'all, all right. Nobody will never get back and say what Miss Wanda said.
Exactly.
Miss Wanda said that. Nope. I don't know why I didn't say nothing in 2025, but I know a lot of people lied. So we about know
Yeah,
a
they
lot of
did
lies.
lie.
Yeah.
Try to trick you out your spot, haters. But that's okay because they definitely ain't doing it in 2026.
They're gonna have to go through God. You baby.
Mm-mm. Yes, ma'am. I like, okay.
I
Okay,
will
but
say
yeah.
this: the episode last night was really, really good. It was,
Okay.
and
But
those who,
did y'all like it?
oh yeah, Tony,
Yes.
Oh, we loved it. We loved it. And so did the haters. Don't let them fool you neither.
Oh, they can't fool me because I know they watching. I know they said I ain't gonna watch. They ain't gonna do this. They watching, baby. They watching.
Hard body, baby. Hard body.
Like an owl in the tree, baby. He see you. Yeah, but it's gonna be a lot going on, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a lot going on. I'm like, don't let
Hold
that
it,
fool
Wanda J. Blige. Don't say nothing. But we're
I'm
gonna
just saying,
review that trailer. We're gonna have to bring you back to review that mid-seat trailer they dropped. If you got the time, you know.
yes, yes, yes. I want to talk about it so bad, but I'm like, oh, shut up, Wanda.
right? You're doing good. You're doing
Nope. That's why we're gonna talk about the mid-season trailer, Wanda J. Blige. Because trust me, that was a good one right there. I think that was the most finest one they dropped in years.
Yeah. Hey, stop it, young boys. Y'all see what I had to go through.
Oh, what they
Miss
want.
Kendra.
Okay.
So y'all, I went
Well,
over to the X. This is something that I do when I watch the show. I'm gonna put Miss Wanda on mute for a second because she's our feedback. So I went over to X, y'all, and I pulled up some just some of the stuff that they be saying um about the group of Love and Marriage of Huntsville. Brandy Yvonne said, as much as I'm tired of this show, I'm interested to see Destiny's mom and family. What do you think about that, Butterfly? I'm totally interested in that. I'm gonna go on and mute while
I
you.
love it. I love the fact that she's bringing that because we have to be honest. Like, that is something real in our community, especially in the minority community. And as much as a lot of us want to ignore it and act like it didn't exist, there are still residuals from the crack era, period, and point blank. And that is very real in a lot of families. So I feel like I'm glad that she's bringing it. I applaud her and her mother for their courage. And I from already just from the trailer and seeing the nasty comments that I've already seen, um, I know I'm gonna be out here windmilling, but it's something that is very real in our community. And like I said, there are still effects that are going on in 2026. And so we're just not going to do that. And I appreciate them having the courage to share their story. I will say that.
I totally agree with that. Miss Wanda, you have something to say? I'm gonna come off mute. I'm gonna mute for
I
you.
love what Destiny doing with her family. I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe her whole family. But yeah, meeting her family, meeting her other siblings and everything, I feel like that's gonna be a good point. Really, just for Destiny herself, knowing that what all she'd have been through. A lot of people don't know what Destiny been through. That's real long. I'm so glad everybody giving her a chance and not just throwing her up on throwing her up on the bus. um, I'm so glad that she do get a chance. She have got a chance to bring her mom and her family to the show, so she can let them know where she come from and how she was raised and everything. So I think that is very good for TV. And not say too much, too much. Let me see what else I can say. I don't know. I have
But,
to
that,
hold my
but you know what,
tongue.
Miss Wanda? So those people that are sitting with her on the trailer, those are her other family members.
Basically, yes.
Good, good. I'm glad
Yes.
I want to see her family story, and that's fair.
Yeah. So I'm so happy for her.
Me too.
And by her, I think Destiny's the oldest child. I
Oh,
think, if I'm not mistaken, I think she is the oldest. So you're gonna hear from her other youngest people, her other youngest family members. I don't know if they cousin, brother, sister, or what what kin they are really, really, but yeah, her family gonna be, showing their little part. And I'm so glad Carlos put that together. Oh my God, that was the bomb. I loved it. Yeah.
yes, great job, Carlos.
Yes. So I'm
Um,
so happy that he did.
Michelle said in Facebook groups they're nasty about Destiny's mom. Again, Butterfly, great point, girl. In those Facebook group, half of those people over there probably smoke crack as well, allegedly. But child, we ignore them.
But we can't help what happened in our younger days. I mean, what happened with our parents and stuff, how they came up. Because no one don't even know how people get started on stuff. And that's why they need to just be quiet and shut up because they realize they got family members that, I mean, all of us got family members that been out there in the world like that. So it ain't like I'm holding something, you holding things over her head or anything. It's just her life. That was her life. Just like Tupac. Tupac had a life, you
That's
know, and that was their life. That was their life. Us on the other end may not have to go through that, but a lot of people that went through all of this. A lot of them, they not even telling it, because they not on the show. Of course, they not gonna tell it, but they done went through it. They know what it feel. They know what it feel like. It may not have been their parents, may not probably been a sister or brother to them or whatever. But we just got to realize what God put together. I mean, what God give us, that's what He gave you. That's what He gave you.
true.
And I'm a true believer that. No, every parent ain't parents, because they said they parents. That's why I was like saying on the show when I was talking about Marcel, I was like, yeah, every dad. I mean, everybody can't be a dad. We can't be a dad. You can be a father. Yeah, anybody can father a child. But when they were like, what was she meant about dad? A dad is. I said no. I said a dad is bigger than a father.
Right.
Shit, to be honest with you, a dad is bigger than a father because anybody can father a child, but it take a real man to be a dad.
A daddy.
That means being in that man, being in that child life.
Right.
So yeah, same way it is with mom. Anybody can mother a child, but it take a real mom to be there for their child.
Right.
And I guess that's why I'm so hip and hard on all three of mine because, but we came, like I said, we came up in the project, and I've seen things happen in the project. I've seen how some parents come through and some parents don't, and how they go out there and get started. You can be a boyfriend, you can be a cousin. So I'm glad she bringing all of that up because we really need to know. And how everybody on the show came up. That's why I was like, yeah, we came up in the project. I don't care about Marcel when he said from the other side of the track. I mean, because that's what we did.
Right.
But let's talk about some of your life too, because I guarantee you, your problem was better than ours. You know what I'm saying? So just because you came from the project doesn't mean that you're a bad person. So, and for me to hear that his
It's
father
called
was so
self-hatred. You know what it's called, self-hatred? When it's other black people that don't know even the history of the projects. Because let's be clear, they took us, we was in the slums everywhere in America, right? This is what they built to give us housing compared to what we had before they made the projects. Everybody came out of it. Diana Ross, you name a lot of people came out the projects, but it's not where you started at all the time. It's sometimes where you finish. You own land, you own property, your daughter own property, she got degrees, your sons are doing good. So it's the self-hatred. And we've been taught to do that, to just hate on each other and not really pay attention to the history of it. That's why when they even tried that the first go round, came out here ragtagging and dragging. We ain't about to do that. And like I said, there's a lot of self-hatred in our community. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't even recognize it because they just so used to, and that's what they know. They don't even, it's self-hatred. There's history in the projects, and because you came out the projects, and because it became a derogatory or a negative connotation about black people, we fell for it. Like it's the same old suspect. Divide and conquer. The house nigga versus the field nigga. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm sorry, I digress. Y'all know I get real serious about my people.
So yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. So my thing is, hey, let's talk about it. I don't mind talking about where I came from. It's where I'm at now. If I see here the Delta Mar it's where I'm at now. Damn my history, you know what I'm saying?
Because everybody has a story somewhere.
Yeah, like I tell them all the time, baby.
It's not damn your history because your history made you the wonderful woman you are today. That creating legacy in your family, generation after generation. We ain't about to do that. It ain't damn it because it made you who you are. But it don't define who you are.
Everybody that is on life on this earth got a story to tell. But I guarantee that's not their glory. Their glory is what they living like now. You know what I'm saying? They story and it could have been a story how they was living up and had millions and millions of dollars. Now they poor and ain't got nothing. So yeah. It's always what's going on in the world today. We can't bring back the future. I mean a past. We can't bring the past. We can bring up the past, but we can't bring it back. So that's a difference in bringing it up. You can talk about it all you want to, but you can't. I ain't gonna never try to live the past. Never. I know where I went. I know where I've been, but I don't know where I'm going. Don't none of us know where we're going.
That's
we
true.
know where we've been. Yeah, so yeah, I've been down that road. I know what the project look like. I know where how to live and how to make a dime out of 15 cents.
Right.
Shit. Right. I know how to do this. So when they say that we going in recession and all that, bitch, I've been living in recession all my life. You think I care?
Right. That part Wanda J. Bias, you better let them know. You know how to survive.
Yeah, I know how to get up and make a bread. I tell my children that all the time. Talking, you gonna go get the children some pieces and all that for to eat. I mean, now they are able to eat. We ain't got to go get all that off stuff, like doing bean assumptions and all that. We used to do that when we was young and didn't have no money.
Right,
But
being
now
in
they
and
able to
stuff.
eat now. Yeah. So they're gonna eat. And then I'm big on beans and black eyed peas and cornbread. I'm big on all that stuff for real though. I am big on that. I'm big on that. I love my old school food. And so greens, eating with your hand, eating out the little silver pan. I still like catch myself like, don't throw away that pan. When I go buy the pie crust and all that comes into the pie pan, like for Christmas, I had all those pie pans. I said, don't y'all throw it on pan. I'm used to use no tin pan, putting my hands down in the greens. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, that's
I,
my
I,
mom. That was
you
my
know, and still cook my bacon in it. You know what I'm saying? When you want to stick a piece of bacon in the oven, you just stick it in that little pan and stick it on in the oven. I'm used to all of that. I don't even like
right.
using the microwave for real. Everything I warm up,
That
I
part,
turn
I
it
don't like
on.
using the microwave neither.
I
Give me a
just put
toaster
mine
oven
in
before a microwave.
I'm an oven baby.
the oven. This one, I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
What do you say to people who complain about you fighting Tisha's battles?
Well, my thing is with that is, all our life, me and my sisters and brothers was always fighting each other battles. So it ain't nothing changed. My mama used to beat our butts if we didn't get along. You know what I'm saying? And my
Right.
mama used to tell, she never just went out there and cussed nobody out because that was not my mom. You know, back then they had respect about themselves. But I remember my mom always taking up for us. Even when our aunties and stuff had more money than we did, and my mama had to fight for us. You can bring a little bad children over there, but you ain't gonna bring them bad children over here and tell my house, little stuff like that. And I remember my mama just always, go in on her sister them talking about her children. So I think that was just like something that inherited in me. When somebody say something about my children, I don't give a fuck if you my sister, brother, cousin, or what. I'm gonna go at you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what my mama always have done. She fought for us for all our life. Even when our grandkids came in, when she had grandkids, she would fight for them too. If I said something to my son, he got to a certain age, he didn't want to wash dishes and do this and do that. She was like, well, he doing the same thing you did. I wish you would say something to him. I wish she always was fussing at us about our children. And so now, I mean, they'll tell me right now, oh, she don't do it just for Tisha. Y'all just don't know. She don't do it just for Tisha. She do it for all her children. All of them. And girls right now say, I have mama's boys. Those mama boys. And I'm like, why y'all would say that? Those mama boys, she treat them, and if they sit down at the table with Carlos right now, they probably go in on my ass, but I wouldn't give a fuck. Cause guess what? I'm still gonna do the same for my baby, because that's my daughter. That's the only daughter I had. And so I got two boys, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, me and my girl was very, very close. So when they sat down and say little things about me and Tisha and why I go and fight her belt and all that, I don't really just fight her belt. I just let a bitch know you ain't finna talk about her. I'm not gonna let you sit here and just talk about her, period. Because I was raised that way.
Right.
So my thing is, people feel like, well, she just take up for her daughter. She do this, she do that. And you are right. I ain't gonna deny that. You are absolutely right, because death was mine before it was antibody. Okay? That's why I tell myself, before you ask for her hands, I'm letting you know. If you got to put your hands on them, I swear to God, I'm going to jail. I'm telling you, I will go to fucking damn jail. And I told my children, if a guy put his hands on you and you come home with a black eye, he going to hell. And I meant that. And I admit that. I meant every word of that. And even to the day, I tell my sons, don't put your hands on nobody else's daughter. Don't touch them. If you
Right.
don't want them, walk away. Leave them. I don't give a fuck if you have 50 women's friends. Because I'm going to love you the same. If they don't like you, I love you. You got one woman that love the hell out of you, and that's your mama.
Definitely.
Okay? And if that woman don't do right, leave her ass.
Leave her.
Leave her where you found her ass at. And I don't care where it at. Leave it right there. You better put your hands on. Don't put your hands on. And I told myself, I'm a true believer. That's the reason I tell people right now, I got a husband and a boyfriend. Because a man hit me, die he must. That's my dad everyday word. Die he must. And I'm just being real with y'all. I ain't sugarcoating nothing. I guarantee you that's gonna be the day I'm going to jail. So y'all gonna pick up a jail record. Y'all want to talk about a jail record, and y'all talking what one that used to do back in the days, baby. You better check my resume. That's the only thing I can tell them. I guarantee you that. So no, I ain't letting nobody talk about my daughter. Nobody. I'm not gonna talk about her. And nobody else. They're gonna like, well, Marcel said a little thing. I said, I check his ass too. Y'all don't hear me check him, but I check him all the time. He said something on live I don't like. You're gonna see me on that live getting his ass back together. If I check him on live, if I don't.
You know what, Miss Wanda, you've made it clear to all of us that you always are gonna have Tisha's back. And I don't understand why other people act like they haven't heard that. That you're gonna come with that.
Yeah, and that's just who I am, regardless. They can say, well, Tisha over there fighting with a bear. Oh shit, I'm over there. I'm over there fighting with that bear too. If you don't like mine, you don't like me. Simple as that. I ain't been sugarcoating nothing. I ain't been talk to you. I ain't been do none of that. If you don't like mine, well, Tisha can fight her own battle. Yes, she can fight her own battle, but I got her back. Just like God got my back. You know what I'm saying? He got my back and my front. So guess what? I got her
Mind
back,
you,
and
I really,
you know, shoot. You don't give a one
Miss
monkey,
Wanda,
baby.
you ain't got to over
You give a
explain. What's
one.
understood don't got to be explained. All of it, well, not, those that of us that are mothers understand the mama being cold. We ain't about, and the ones that don't, I'm going to tell you right now, they full of boo-lang-lang. Because they out here with windmilling for a stranger. So if that makes sense to them and they questioning you as a mama going at protecting your baby, you already know you're dealing with fools. You ain't got to explain yourself no further, okay? These are grown women out here windmilling for another grown woman. Somebody they ain't even birth. Man, you better miss me with the nonsense now. Don't get butterflies started.
And that's one thing I don't understand. You don't fight for somebody you never seen before,
Never
but
seen
on TV. You on there fight for somebody you never seen, talking about who right and who wrong. You don't know who right. You don't know who wrong. You ain't in them folks' house. You scared of your own goddamn children.
Oh
How the
Lord.
fuck you can sit down and say, how in the world you can sit down and say who right and who wrong? People need to set their asses down. I'm serious. They need to sit down.
I agree.
It don't make sense for people to sit down and say, well, well, Miss Wanda doing too much. She going too hard. She doing it. I'm going to go harder than that. Because every time you say I'm going hard, I'm going to go harder.
Right.
Period. If you say I went too far, I'm going a little bit further. If that was too far, let me go a little further, baby. I ain't went further enough. So that's what I'm telling them. So y'all
You
keep
know,
on
my mama,
saying that Wanda doing this, Wanda going too much, doing too much. She needs to sit her
one
old
day,
ass
one
down
day,
with somebody hitting in the mouth. Until somebody hit me in my house and bust me in my mouth, I'm gonna do what I got to do. And that's period. That's gonna be to protect what God gave me. So yeah. So
my mom,
hey,
my mother
somebody
used
can
to
hit me
say
in the mouth, I can hit
somebody
them back in the mouth.
my mighty po tree gonna say on him. So it's your job to protect your child, especially after your child has shown that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And one thing about it, they have sat down, even to Punkin done even sat down and said, you need to cuss your mom out. You need to tell your mom what's right. She know not to cuss me out. She know not to tell me what's right because she'll get the left and the right. Period. So, baby,
Like most
nah.
mothers wanted J. Blige. Like I said, these people out here be trying to play on our top. Like most mothers.
Right. Now you're gonna come talk to me nice and you're gonna come and talk to me respectful. But you get out of hands with me, I'm gonna get out of hands with you. My mama always said, you act up, you get treated wherever you act up at. You act up in church, I'm gonna beat your butt in church. Simple as that. I tell my grandchildren the same thing right now to this day. Wherever you act up at, that's where you're gonna get these licks at. Period. And I meant that. Don't play with me. I don't do the corner and sit in the side and do this, do that. No, I'm going to that little ass because I know what how I was brought up and what the way I was brought up. I was like, dang, I'm used to the whooping, baby. Hey, I ain't used to sit in the corner. You go do this. I'm sorry. I'm the old school. I'm from old
Tap
school.
tap.
So teacher them know that. My son even know that. They'll get a lick too. They know. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care nothing about their girlfriends or nothing. And I got one sitting over here right now. They know I don't play with them. I don't play the radio with them. I'm still mama. I'm mama.
That's it.
Period.
And
And I
that's the
ain't
way
trying
it
to be
should.
disrespectful to nobody. And I don't disrespect Marcel. But Marcel act up, he gonna get treated just where he got act up at. And while he was on there talking on a little song, whatever little song he was singing, talking about when you meet Wanda, don't run or something like that. Bitch, you ran. Shit. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Tell the truth. He know what to say.
Okay, listen, you listen. Period, boo. Why you say what to do? Period, boo.
But I tell all the time, maybe a little thin piece of paper, but I'm well put together, baby. I will hurt your ass. I will put something on you, and it ain't this mouth. Period. But yeah, that's my baby. So whoever's saying why I'm taking up for her, I'm gonna do it. And I don't see no way. I don't see no changing no time soon. I guess the only time I'm gonna change not taking up for my child if I'm in my grave or close to in my grave or in my bed and can't move or can't talk or can't walk. That's on the way. But other than that, I'm gonna be 100 on mine. It's 100. You say something about mine, I got something to say to you. But I know this TV. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I know it's TV, and I know they're gonna talk about Tisha when she right or wrong. I don't care about that because she signed up for TV. But you ain't finna go there and cuss her out and disrespect her. Like, there's a way you can say, well, her daughter did this, her daughter. Oh, I gotta be her damn Latina, baby, I take stuff like that serious. I don't care what they say. Well, what's wrong with damn? There's a lot wrong with it to me because I use the word damn for a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? And some things I can be very serious about when I say the word damn. So yeah, I take that very serious.
But you know what? The damn was unnecessary because y'all were having a civil conversation.
I don't disrespect your child and say that damn whatever his name is, Lance, went out there and did this and went out there and did that and mistreated Nell and blah blah. See, y'all just don't know Nell. If once y'all get to know her, y'all see a total different. I'm not saying she's no bad person, but Nell is a hard piece of work, okay? That's even with her kids. That's even with her kids. She's a hard piece of work. And for whoever his name is, I don't forget y'all. I just study when I get to talking and calling folks' names. But Chris was a hard piece of work. And he know. I don't mind telling y'all, I don't mind telling nobody what I feel. If I feel something, I ain't finna sugarcoat a damn thing. That's not who I am. I don't sugarcoat nothing. Marcel do something, I'm gonna let her know right then and there. So, I mean, but I'm not gonna talk about Marcel. Because that is my son-in-law, that is my children daddy, my grandchildren daddy.
Right.
So if he don't do nothing to me, I don't do nothing to him. You said something about me, I'm coming to your ass. I'm gonna tap their ass, something as that. Tisha may not like it, but hey, you should check to ask your husband too, baby. Because the husband get wrong, I'm gonna get wrong. Simple as that.
Not just you know what? I want to thank Miss Wanda and Book for joining the live tonight. We're gonna wrap this up. We've been here 2 hours. I have enjoyed. I always enjoy Miss Wanda and Butterfly. I have anything you want to say before we close out tonight?
I don't think I want to say. I'm glad y'all like the show. Enjoy yourself. And all the ones on your chat that I have not said Happy New Year's to everyone. And don't get mad at me because I'm taking up for my baby. They're going to be always until the day I die. That's all I got to say. I love you guys. Y'all take care. And no matter what, and I love you guys. And nothing y'all can do about it. Period.
Period, Pooh.
Period, boo.
Also, check out Showing Up This Winter Season. It is online. You can pick it up. ordered online and she was sending out. If you're having a problem, there's a customer service number on that website, and they will get back with you. Butterfly, you have any closing remarks?
I love this season. I can't wait to talk about this trailer. Wanda J. Blige, it's always a pleasure. And please make sure y'all get that season. And if you ain't already, make sure you subscribe to the beautiful Lady Ray over here and get with the Queendom series. If y'all haven't caught up on that, y'all gonna love it. So I think you done dropped what, 3 episodes now, Lady Ro?
Maybe 5. It's been a lot.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Y'all better catch up. But I just want to thank you. Great show, great review. I enjoyed myself on the piano. And shout out to all the queens in the chat. We in the building. Let's go. 2026.
All right, you guys. I want you guys to have a great night. I want to subscribe to Butterfly. Subscribe to Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda on YouTube and Instagram. And no one told you tonight that they love you, or today, I love you, and there's a thing you can do about it. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What happened?